Hey, we're here at 9 Vegas Street in New Britain. This is the property. It is a home path property, foreclosure. Let's show you around. So, coming into the house, front door, front porch, some kind of metal that's wrapped on there. Keep everything out. It's all asbestos siding, and a lot of it is cracked and damaged. So this place will not go FHA or CHFA. Could be a good candidate for 203K loan, conventional, some other items. We look down here under the front porch. We've got the leg that doesn't look like it has a good footing here on the corner. Might be able to dig down and do something with that. Stone foundation needs some work. Sewer vent. Listing says gas. There is a oil fill pipe here. Does have storm windows, but they are over very old single pane wood windows. Sorry, getting a call from this funny guy, one of my clients. Funny guy here, funny guy. Rear of the house. We've got an entrance, looks like it's going to a stairwell here. So the driveway coming up to the back, got a 1-car garage, nice little door. Small lot, but you know, little lawn care. I'd say it's decent. Porch is old. I would say it wouldn't meet current codes, but you know, seems fairly stable here. Could definitely use some updating. Let's go through the front. Saw a few cars here already. Somebody just left. As I pulled up, somebody else is pulling up now. Frontier. I'll shout out to Frontier. If anybody needs cable, internet, phone services, I got a real good contact who sells cable internet services as a third-party vendor. So excellent rates, and you know, support local. So again, walk in, come to the left here. There's the entrance coming into the living room. Walk through, come into a dining room. Somebody pulled off the old trim here, put these up. Floors are hardwood. Seem like they're in decent shape. Could use some refinishing. The first bedroom. Forced hot air, plaster walls. Ceilings aren't in bad shape, but the walls are really rough. Again, windows are old. Let's see if the power's on. Power is on. Updated bath. Looks like some panels here on the wall that aren't bad. Tub. Not sure what's up with that white faucet there, but you know, not too bad. Sink, toilet could use some updating. A little panel going up to the second floor. Probably a previous issue, and instead of patching, they just threw up that panel. Looks like a return duct, kind of in this little hallway area between rooms. And some duct work going up to the next floor. Older doors look like they're in okay shape. Some funny gaps here, so the house had some settling, which, you know, normal for a house of this age. Again, ceilings, not too bad. I mean, I'm not a fan of the texture, but they're in decent shape. Walls, plaster, pretty rough here. Not enough electrical for section 8, and obviously with all the cracked plaster and siding, it probably wouldn't qualify for section 8 either, so need some work. So looping around, that was the dining room before. We just came from the second bedroom, so we got a little laundry room here / pantry. A little alarm system panel. Small 120 volt dryer. Yeah, I don't see a high voltage one here. 220 or anything, 240. Washing machine hookups. And we're coming into the kitchen. Walk in, they got a gas line here for the stove, but there's an electric stove. Looks like the heating duct is right here. Nothing along the windows. Somebody updated the cabinets and countertops. You know, not too bad. Color choices are pretty bad though. Fridge, older. Cold, doesn't smell, it's a good sign. Walls in here, decent. Looks like they actually replaced the door, so that's nice. I don't think it's fire rated and it doesn't have auto closing hinges, but it's got separate entrance to the unit, so I don't believe it needs the self-close hinges here. Common stairwell, so we saw from the back before that door coming in. Basement window, somebody built it out here, so that's the door coming in. We'll go up to the second floor. There's another rear porch door. Let's head on up. Cracked plaster. Handrails need to be updated and closed off to the wall. Some old light switches. Looks like there's also pull cords on those lamps. Some more plaster damage. Old door. Old handles. A little more of a scent up here. I would say updated in the 80s cabinets. Gas connection and a gas stove this time. So this is the second floor unit, also a 2-bedroom. Old chimney that was plugged off with some tape. Yeah. Not sure if they had a central heater coming across and down to that gas line before, but it's all forced hot air now. Rooms have been painted and some vinyl thrown on the floor. Ceilings, again, not in bad shape. Walls, a little bit better than downstairs. Electrical, only one outlet in this room, which kind of sucks. Seems like the same layout as the other unit. So dining room, living room, go through the little hallway, bathroom, bedroom, off that side, kitchen. This is where the laundry room is. I'm guessing this box is ductwork from the units. So they've got some PEX repair. The looks like the older style that the insurance companies don't like, but I could be mistaken. But PEX repairs with some shutoffs coming around through this room, exposed in the ceiling. And not sure where they lead in the kitchen. And we got some PEX running under here with some kind of outlet and lights and stuff that just doesn't look right to be under the sink. Looks like the fridge is tied into that and something else, so dishwasher. So nice that it has a dishwasher. Just more maintenance. Did also see exposed piping here in the hallway that runs through the bedroom and over down into the bathroom. And then it comes down in the wall somewhere. This bathroom, not as nice as the one downstairs. Has the window in the bath, so it doesn't require a fan, outlet, somebody tied into the light. A lot of stuff that just isn't pretty. Old paint, could be lead behind it based on the age and just how it's flaking there. And a lot of patchwork on the ceiling, so something was done. At least they put up moisture resistant board. Coming into the other bedroom here. This one, not too bad. Ceilings actually look like they were sheetrocked. Walls look like they were patched, but only a single outlet here. Again, one outlet per bedroom just really doesn't meet it for today's standards. There's that little cubby hole, so it's not ductwork there. The ductwork is running in and up the walls. So older windows, same little stained glass pane. And let's go up to the third floor from the front of the house. We got an open porch here. So, it's got that pitch like they all do for an exposed front porch. Somebody enclosed it. It has sank a little bit more. You can tell the windows aren't aligning up, and I imagine they would have a hard time opening, at least on that side. These are just storm windows, they're not even actual windows. Roof. My assumption, getting close to end of life. It looks like it could be 20 years just based on the shingles, 25. Again, you can see the asbestos siding and just gaps and stuff that have been patched over time. Cable companies drilling holes right through the side, right through asbestos, which yeah, good on them for nice tidy wiring work. You can see some flashing missing on the outside of these windows. So just the wood underneath is rotted out. Let's head up to the third floor. Overall, the structure feels pretty solid. Door here wasn't really shut. Some light switches. Let's see if we can tell kind of wiring. I can't from here. I see some insulated cables. Yeah, that's knopping tube. Okay, so if you take a look in there, these are all exposed. there's two separate cables that run in, one for the hot, one for the neutral. And they got this big insulated shield coming through the metal box for a single cable each. So that tells me that the wires are knob and tube. So there's no ground, even though they put the ground outlets in, there's no ground. So if those test properly, what that means is that they actually jumped the neutral wire to the box or to the ground screw to show a false ground, because this is definitely a 2-wire system. Older windows, the roof actually looks a little bit better up here than it did down below. Ceilings cracked. Very small living room. Got a little hole in the floor here, which I wonder if somebody pulled up. I see a BX cable or MC cable. I'm not sure what it is from here, but the metal wrapped cable, which with a 2-wire system you can use the casing as a ground, but then you also see the knob and tube through the floor as well, so tied in a few spots. So a little ventless gas heater here. There is no forced hot air in this unit, and I don't see any heaters in any of the other rooms. So this ventless gas heater is the only heater for the whole unit. And I can guarantee you that it's probably not sized properly. It's probably only 20,000 BTUs or so, which would not be enough to heat this apartment by any means. So, needs a heating system up here. Looks like they had an old vent here, so they probably had a nice central heater that vented into the chimney, but it doesn't anymore. I would be worried about the gas appliances in the basement venting through the chimney, and this being open and being open in the other room, and just taking care of all that. Nice big kitchen space. Floors are a little sloped, so this is about the center of the house right here, and they slope that way and they slope that way, especially in this kitchen, pretty bad. Old steel cabinets up here, very well could be original. You see some washer hookups. I kind of like the built-ins, or at least the glass. If you could restore them, change out the counters, maybe, or just strip everything out. You know, a lot of exposed plumbing, some PEX repairs there. Door going out to the back porch. I'm not going to test it. Garage roof looks newer. It's nice. And then going out the back stairs. Where are the bedrooms? Nice big closet space. Looks like the venting comes up here from the other units. So we got the kitchen. We've got a central room here. Which I would call a living room, but because you're walking through the kitchen and there's only an entrance over there, I guess this has to be a formal dining room. But the kitchen's pretty large, so you got kitchen, you got dining room, you got your living room here, which is your other entrance, and then you've got a 1-bedroom right here. And the bedroom goes straight into into a bathroom, which I think we can access on this side. Yeah, so the bathroom has access from the bedroom or the living room. Again, outlet way up there, and just ties it in. Somebody updated some tile at one point in the toilet, the vanity. Tub. It's actually a short tub. I can touch both walls here, so usually it's a 5-foot tub. This one's probably a 4.5. So you can find them in stock, but they're a lot harder to find because it's an awkward size. So maybe refinish this one, redo the plumbing work. Looks like a lot of mold around this window. Probably lead paint. Again, old windows. Needs some love. Needs some love. 3 units this size. If I was redoing this place, I mean, it's either I would say this place, to do it properly, needs $100,000 worth of work. If you just wanted to slap some lipstick on it, slap on some paint, make it look pretty. If your insurance company's not gonna beat you up too bad on prices for having knob and tube and everything else, maybe you could get away with minor stuff in the kitchen, some lower end equipment as a rental, throw in appliances, clean up the bathrooms. I'd say even on the low end, you're probably looking at $40,000, but it's not going to be anything I would do personally as an investor. I would take this place apart, upgrade the electrical, upgrade the plumbing, because you really have no idea how the plumbing system is. And I would put the 100 into it, make it nice, make it safe, and really, have a nice property that's going to be maintenance free for a long time.